Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Unrooted Men's Soccer Edition, and my guest for this week's show is none other than sophomore defensive man on the team, Axel Helmertz. Axel, thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here with me, and let's start by getting to know you a little bit better. You are from Stockholm, Sweden.
Yes.
You are now the third consecutive individual I've interviewed on this show from another country. So I'll ask you the same first question I asked the two before you, Efrain and Franco.
Yeah.
How did Menlo find you, or how did you find Menlo?
All right, so it's basically, I just wanted to go to the school in the States, or in the beginning, my plan was to be an engineer, so back home. So I was, that was my focus afterwards. But then I had the opportunity to go, to study abroad. So I just had that as a side, and then it just became bigger and bigger. And then Menlo contacted me, or Butch contacted me, and then it was, California, first of all. There was like a big plus, like, oh wow, if I can go to California, I really need to do it. And then as I was close to San Francisco, I was like, oh, it's keep getting better and better.
Exactly.
And then I just did some Googling, and then I saw that like James Franco is one of my favorite actors, that he was from, or was born in Palo Alto. Like, hey, it's in California, it's close to San Francisco, and James Franco's from here, so like, that's all I need to know. Yeah. So I figured, it's a perfect match, and I talked to Butch, and I really, I liked, the things he had to say about the team and the area and everything, the school. So it was a perfect match. So then I liked it, and I wanted to come here.
Yeah. So has California lived up to your expectations?
Oh, definitely, definitely. It's like what you see in the movie. So I love it so much.
Now, obviously, you're a long ways from home, and last week, Franco Vargas said that he felt you would get the most homesick in terms of being away from home. Yet you're back here for year number 2, so obviously you're liking it enough.
Yeah, I like it a lot, but I can see where it comes from and what he means with it. Before I came here, I went to kindergarten was like 2 minutes away from car, and then between kindergarten, so it's like middle school and everything like that, it was 4 minutes away from car, and then high school it was 5 minutes away from car, so it's like small steps ahead. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I go across the world basically.
Yeah. Now you're hopping on a plane.
Exactly. And up here. So in the beginning it was kind of tough, but all the players in the team are so friendly. So Alex Zavala, he really helped me when I came here in the beginning, and also Franco and Efrain, who was my roommate, and Eric Emanuelsson, who graduated already. They were so friendly to me when I came here. They really helped me a lot with everything. So it worked out great, and I'm so thankful for them.
And we're glad that you're still here, of course. You've been doing a good job on the field. Now you're on the back line. Scoring isn't necessarily your specialty, but you did score your first collegiate goal this year, and it was the first goal of the year for Menlo College against Southern Oregon, a pretty good team. How did that feel?
I'm not gonna lie, that felt amazing. When I was younger, I actually played attacker, but and then I scored a lot. But then, I just gradually worked my way back in the field. So now this was the first goal I scored in at least like 4 years. So it was amazing, and I think I liked it a little bit too much, because now I just want to run up all the time. So I just hear Alex Zavala screaming in the back, "Axel, get back here!" Like, oh Jesus. So I need to, I forget about my position, because I just want to score now. Yeah,
you're going to have to wait for those corner kick opportunities.
I know, but so that's what I'm waiting for now. Just, eager to get out there again.
Let's talk a little bit about the team. Menlo squared off last week against a pair of teams receiving national recognition. And you guys split, including a win against number 25 Westmont on Saturday. How important was it for you to come back and get the win against Westmont after losing in shutout form on Thursday?
I think it was important, but not only the win, but the way we played, because we really nailed our defensive positions. We were mentally turned on from the beginning. We had a really good warm-up, and the whole preparation from the loss against Masters. So we came in, we had a good film session, so we really analyzed what went wrong, what we did good, and I think we all realized what we needed to improve, that we needed to be more aggressive in our defensive line, and a lot of another stuff, and we changed the lineup, and we nailed it, and we played really good. So I think it was a huge victory for the entire team, and now we're ready to get on the road again.
Yeah, now Westmont was the team that you guys beat last year for the GSAC title, and then you go down there and you beat them on their home field. What allows you to match up so well against a team like Westmont? Because we know they're one of the best in the nation.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing, because we know that it's a really, really good team, and we need to play on top, the best we really can play. So, coming down there and we know what we need to bring and how we need to perform, that helps you to turn on mentally way more, a lot before the game. So that's really helpful, and it's a good team, and it's I think kind of prestige between us, because when we play a good team like that, we really want to win it, and we really want to be nails and all over it. So I think it's that we know it's a good team, and we're ready to get after it.
Now, Julio Naranjo had a very big bounce-back game, throwing the shutout across 90 minutes to lead to the 1-0 victory. I know you're not watching him the whole time, but what did you see from him that allowed him to respond in such a big way?
I think, entire team, we just had a really good, bounce back from the last game against Masters, where we didn't perform as we should have. So I think it's, he did a really good job, and he did some good saves in the end of the game. But most of all things, the entire team, came together in a good way, and we defended perfectly almost the entire game, and we really wanted to, to have the win, and we played together. So I think he did a fantastic job, but it's also that we came together, and as a defensive line, as a midfielders line, and we defended together. And I think that's, we helped him in that way to just defend as a team and defend together.
Now, you guys are no longer ranked in the top 25, but that almost seems to create a bigger fire when you come into these matchups against some ranked teams. Am I right?
Oh, definitely. It's when you're underdog, it's way easier, because then you just see them. Oh, this is a ranked team, and then you go out there and you really, really want to win those games. I remember from last year when we played against Biola the first time, and they said, oh, I don't know the exact ranking, but they said, oh, this is like rank number 16th in the nation, and it just turned you on. You get so excited for the game, like, oh really, we're gonna play against a team like this. So I think it's almost like a relief that we aren't ranked anymore, because then we can go out in each game as an underdog and realize the pressure it isn't on us, but it's on them, and we can just go out there and perform and play the best soccer we can do. Basically like that.
Yeah. Now you guys have another ranked opponent this week, Vanguard. They're ranked in the top 20 as we stand right now. Another team that you guys beat in the playoffs last year en route to the title. What do you know about them, and what is your game preparation going to be like?
Personally, I don't know so much about them, but I know our coaching staff does a really, really good job, scouting the opponents, making up game strategies, how we're going to approach each game. And so I trust them completely in that they know what they do, and that we are going to have a good game plan. But I also think we have 3 really good practices leading up to this game, and with both on the field and with the sport performance. And also Ashley's helping us a lot. If people gets injured and feeling something, she just comes out there and helps us a lot, so we can prevent everything. So I think we're ready, and the entire team is ready, and we're ready to get a win, basically.
Yeah, you're ready to get 2 wins.
2 wins, of course.
Hope and Vanguard this week. I'd love to see you guys sweep them both.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Axel, let's get into the final segment of the show. It's called Brownie Bites. I'm going to ask you 3 random questions. You give me your best answer.
Go for it.
Question number 1. Which teammate sings Despacito the most?
Oh, that's for sure, Efrain. For sure. As I just remember one trip we had to Oregon, and we were going up there, I think it's like 6 hours or whatever it is. And Frank and Zlatan or Eric Manuson, they just kept singing, Despacito and all this Spanish music non-stop. I was like, Jesus, how can they do this? No, but it would be Efrain. We listen to it all the time in the locker room. And
that's not a surprise to me, because he picked Despacito as his song choice to open up his interview a couple of weeks ago.
I thought it was going to be like Otra Vez, or
who did so? Ike did Otra Vez.
He did Otra Vez? Okay.
Yeah, he did that. So now there's some pressure on you. I think you're going to have to follow suit and go with one of their songs.
No, I'm going with my song.
Okay.
It's way better. Some Swedish music.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. So I shouldn't spoil it. We'll just let the audience...
we let them know it later.
Okay, all right, cool. Question number 2. Which teammate most would want to visit you in Sweden?
Oh, that's for sure Alex Avila. It's for sure him. His father actually, with the works, he goes to business trips to Stockholm, where I'm from. So he said, you know what, sooner or later I will just knock on your door. I'm following with, he's following with his father on a business trip, and then he just comes there.
Yeah.
So no, it would be him. I think it would be so fun.
Yeah, for sure. And it seems like you guys have a really close bond, like you mentioned in the beginning. You relied on him a lot when you came out here.
Oh, definitely. But that's the thing with him. He's so nice, especially as a new guy. He's so friendly and he's so easy to talk to. So I know he's taking good care about all the freshmen and all transfers, and he really took good care of me when I came here. So I really appreciated him and all that.
For sure. And then question number 3: if you could invent a holiday, what would it be?
You know what? That was the hardest question, but I took my time and I think I came up with something. It would be like a National Homework Day. So
really,
imagine this: like a Wednesday, you have a lot of schoolwork or like classes. You have perhaps games. You have practice in the morning. Imagine nothing like that. You can just sit the entire day, do your homework, and then be done with for the entire weekend. So then you can just relax. That, you know what, I would appreciate that so much. Just have every now and then a day where you have nothing and you can just finish up all your homework and then be like done.
I think that's a great idea. I just don't know how many people would actually be
do
on board with doing homework all day.
I know. It will probably not happen, but for me, that would be so nice. That would really help me a lot.
Well, we'll have to try and push the legislature moving forward and try and get some support.
Yeah.
All right, Axel. Thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
And fans, the men's soccer team on the road again, but I promise you they're coming back home here pretty soon. They're on the road for the final time here this month, and then they will get back at home. They take on Hope International on Thursday, and then they have a match against Vanguard on Saturday. That one's set for the 30th against Vanguard, again, a top 20 team in the nation. The Oaks will return home the following weekend, the 5th and 7th of October, Thursday and Saturday, for a couple of more GSAC matches, one against San Diego Christian and one against Arizona Christian. We invite you to tune into next week's show. Axel Helmertz will select the next interviewee here on Unrooted Men's Soccer Edition, and he's grinning, so it looks like he's got a good one in mind.
Oh, I have Alex Avila.
Oh, okay.
He's going for it. Hey, we need some more Americans now. It's only been internationals lately.
That's right. Okay, so tune into next week's interview with Alex Avila and me, Brian Brownfield, right here on the Menlo College Sports Network. Until then, we'll see you next week. Take care.